Lion. The early bird isn't more disciplined. They're just programmed differently. 5 a.m. The lion is already awake. No alarm, no snooze button, just open eyes. Sleep window, 2100 to 500, 7 to 8 hours. But here's what's interesting. Lions don't ease into morning. They attack it. Their cortisol peaks at dawn. Their brain is sharpest before 9 a.m. Structure gives them energy. Chaos drains them. To-do lists, morning routines, systems. If I start early, I stay ahead. The advantage? Maximum cognitive performance before the world wakes up. They're closing deals while you're hitting snooze. Athletes time their training to this rhythm. CEOs schedule critical decisions early. But watch what happens. Lions become addicted to the morning high. Rest starts feeling like weakness. Slowing down feels like losing. Why can't everyone just wake up earlier? Because not everyone has your biology. And here's what lions hide even from themselves. They're not disciplined. They're running. Running from the fear of being average, of falling behind, of not mattering. So they optimize everything, track every minute, control every variable. Until one Tuesday morning, their body just stops. The crash they never saw coming. Here's what lions need to hear. Your early start doesn't make you better. It makes you different. And discipline without rest isn't strength. It's just burnout wearing a fitness tracker. Bear. The most balanced sleepers are often the most invisible. Meet the bear. Sleep window, 22:30 to 6:30. They rise with the sun. Wind down when it fades. About 50% of people are bears. And on paper, they've got it figured out. Steady, reliable, socially adaptable. Work starts at 9. Perfect timing. Dinner at 8. They're energized. As long as things flow, I'm good. Bears are the glue, the ones holding teams together. The advantage? They fit society's rhythm effortlessly. No fighting their biology. No forcing routines. Their energy peaks midday. Their sleep is consistent. They're the people everyone counts on. But look closer. Bears don't just keep the peace. They dissolve into it. Team needs weekend coverage? Sure, I'll do it. Friend needs help at midnight? I'm coming over. Family needs someone to host again? No problem. And slowly, so slowly, they disappear. The version of themselves that everyone loves, running on fumes. Here's what nobody sees. Bears sacrifice themselves to maintain harmony. They'll ignore their own exhaustion to show up, push through fatigue to be dependable. Until one day they wake up and think, when did I become so empty? Bears need to understand this. Being steady doesn't mean being available 24/7. You're allowed to disappoint people, even people you love, because harmony isn't worth it if you're the one paying the entire price. Wolf. What if you're not lazy? What if you're just awake at the wrong time? The wolf. Sleep window, midnight to 9 a.m. Sometimes 10 a.m. Mornings feel like violence, but 11 p.m., everything clicks. Wolves are 15 to 20% of the population, and they've been misunderstood their entire lives. Creative, analytical, original thinkers, they don't follow patterns. They create them. I need space to think, then I shine. The advantage? Peak cognitive performance happens late evening. When the world is quiet, their brain is loudest. Deep work, creative breakthroughs, problem solving. Studies show wolves score higher on creativity assessments. They see connections others miss. Artists, developers, writers, strategists. The problems that stumped them at 9 a.m. solved by 11 p.m. But here's the brutal part. Society has been punishing wolves since childhood. School at 8, work at 9, just go to bed earlier. So they try, set alarms, chug coffee, force themselves awake, and every single morning feels like drowning. Why is everyone else fine? What's wrong with me? Teachers called them lazy. Bosses questioned their commitment. Family made jokes. Still sleeping? And slowly, they internalized it. Maybe I am lazy. Maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. But here's what changes everything. You're not lazy. You're not undisciplined. You have delayed sleep phase disorder. It's genetic. It's real. Your melatonin releases 2 to 3 hours later than lions. Your cortisol peaks later. Your body temperature shifts later. You're not broken. You're biologically different. And the moment you stop apologizing for it, everything shifts. You're not the problem. The 9 to 5 was. Dolphin. What if your bad sleep is actually your nervous system keeping you safe? The dolphin never fully rests. Sleep window, fragmented 6 to 7 hours, never solid. They wake up at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 5:30. Even when they're sleeping, part of them stays alert. Dolphins are about 10% of people. Perfectionists, strategic thinkers, always prepared. If I stay sharp, nothing goes wrong. The advantage? Dolphins see problems before they happen. Detail-oriented, crisis-ready, hyper-aware. In high-stakes environments, they're invaluable. They catch mistakes others miss, prepare for scenarios others ignore. Their vigilance has saved projects, relationships, lives. But here's the cost nobody talks about. They can't surrender. Not to sleep, not to rest, not to anyone. 3 a.m. Their brain is running scenarios. What if I said the wrong thing? What if they're upset? What if I missed something? Morning comes, they're already exhausted. Melatonin doesn't work, sleep hygiene doesn't help, because this isn't about habits. It's about wiring. Here's what dolphins don't realize. You're not anxious by accident. Your nervous system learned to stay alert because once it had to. Maybe home wasn't safe. Maybe love came with conditions. Maybe you learned early that letting your guard down had consequences. So your brain adapted, stayed vigilant, kept you alive. And now, even when you're objectively safe, it doesn't know how to stop. That's not weakness. That's survival wiring. The work isn't forcing yourself to relax. It's teaching your nervous system that threat mode isn't required anymore. That rest doesn't equal danger. That being soft doesn't make you vulnerable. Therapy helps. Somatic work helps. Nervous system regulation helps. But shame? Shame just makes everything worse. You're not broken. You're just still protecting someone who doesn't need protecting anymore. Short sleeper. Some people genuinely need less sleep, and they're absolutely insufferable about it. The short sleeper. Sleep window, 5.5 to 6.5 hours. And they wake up ready. No grogginess, no caffeine crash, just immediate clarity. Short sleepers are rare. 1 to 3% of the population. And they have a genetic mutation, DEC2. It's real. It's measurable. It's not willpower. Fast-moving, action-oriented, easily bored. Why sleep when there's so much to do? The advantage? 18 to 19 hours of productivity daily. More waking time than everyone else. They move fast, decide fast, execute fast. Entrepreneurs, executives, high performers. Their energy stays consistent throughout the day. Biologically, they're genuinely wired for less sleep. But here's where it gets ugly. Short sleepers assume everyone else is just weak. I function fine on 5 hours. What's your excuse? Your excuse? They don't have your genes. Here's what short sleepers don't understand. Your capacity isn't a moral virtue. It's a mutation. And expecting others to match you isn't leadership. It's just arrogance. They become toxic bosses, judgmental partners, dismissive friends. I did it on no sleep. Why can't you? And they miss their own warning signs. Irritability creeping in, emotional outbursts, relationships fracturing. Because they've built their entire identity around not needing rest. Admitting fatigue feels like admitting failure. Here's the truth. Short sleepers resist. Speed without emotional regulation doesn't make you productive. It makes you dangerous. To yourself, to your team, to everyone around you. Not everyone can keep up with you, and that's not their weakness. That's just biology. You're not superior, you're different, and the moment you learn some humility, you become an actual leader, instead of just a fast-moving hurricane. Long sleeper. What if needing more rest doesn't make you lazy? What if it makes you deeply human? The long sleeper needs 9 hours, sometimes 10, and they've been shamed for it since they were 6 years old. Why do you sleep so much? Just set an alarm earlier. You're wasting your life. So they tried. Forced 6-hour nights, drank coffee, powered through, and they survived, but they never thrived. Long sleepers are 5 to 10% of people, and they're some of the most misunderstood. The advantage? Long sleepers are deeply empathetic, intuitive, emotionally intelligent, profoundly reflective. Their nervous system processes everything at full volume. Joy hits harder. Connection runs deeper. Art moves them. They're the friends who remember everything you said 3 months ago. Artists, therapists, writers, deep thinkers, their creativity is often stunning. But here's what people don't see. Long sleepers aren't lazy, they're sensitive. They process more, feel more, carry more, and the world makes them feel broken for it. Every joke about laziness lands like judgment, so they start forcing shorter sleep, setting brutal alarms, ignoring their body, proving they're not lazy. Years of guilt for needing what they need, until they burn out trying to be someone they're not. Here's what long sleepers need to hear. Needing more rest doesn't make you weak. It makes you aware. It means you feel deeply, process fully, recover intentionally. And that's not a flaw. That's a gift. The world doesn't need you to speed up. It needs you to stop abandoning yourself to fit someone else's pace. Your rest isn't selfish. It's how you stay whole. You're not too much. The world is just too loud. Here's what all of this actually means. Your sleep type doesn't define your personality, but it does shape how your personality expresses itself. A lion forcing wolf hours will feel scattered and slow. A wolf pretending to be a lion will spend years hating themselves. A bear ignoring their limits will quietly disappear. A dolphin without nervous system safety will never fully rest. A short sleeper without humility will destroy every relationship. A long sleeper, forcing productivity, will eventually collapse. Your body already knows what it needs. The only question is, are you finally ready to listen? Because your sleep pattern isn't a flaw. It's a blueprint. And the moment you stop fighting it, everything shifts.